The B file system, which Haiku still uses. I mean, sure, it's been fixed and spruced up here and there, but the basic principles of it are what was invented by B Inc. all that time ago. And that file system is pretty robust. You know, there's an old party trick that they used with the BOS. They bring a computer to a show, and they would, start playing videos, music, text, all on the screen, and then somebody would just rip out the power cord. And this was in the days of Windows 95, and people were aghast. You've destroyed this computer. And they just plug the power cord back in, click the power button, and whoop, BOS would just start playing again. Well, you can expect much the same with Haiku. I'm not so technical that I can give you the details, but it is a pretty stable, robust file system. And I say that from what other people have told me and from my own experience. Still, occasionally, you might want to have a look at it, see how it's doing. And if you come from the Linux world, then you might ask, where is FSCK? Because not there. Can't even download it. Now, this is Haiku, and we work it from the other way around. Because FSCK stands for File System Check. And we say check FS. Okay? Same idea. And does it have hundreds of complicated switches? No, it doesn't. Apart from the help, it's got one switch, which is a C. Now, -C, check only. In other words, you can do a dry run. So if you've had a crash, all you do is say check FS and then the disk name. Now here you can see you can do it in this very raw format, pun intended. Or you can say, okay, and pull it in. There. Because this is actually known as the boot drive, right? So if you have more drives, then you can check those as well. But, so you could say, oops. Right, that would also work. But the easiest is just to say /boot. Okay, let's see how long this takes and how badly corrupted my drive is. Okay, that did not take very long at all. Right, 3 blocks could be freed. Let's run it again. 0 blocks could be freed. Right, and so it's worthwhile running this once a month or so. Obviously, if you have a bigger disk than this one, then it's going to take longer. If you have more files than I have on here, it'll also take longer. But it is a fairly painless little utility. And yeah, it also makes a difference whether you've still got old spinning iron or whether you're on a modern solid state disk. Okay, but I would say run this once a month and after every time you've had a crash. And that should keep your disk nice and healthy. You can also run it if you have a separate disk for data storage, anything like that. Basically anything that can be mounted. If you have a FAT32 drive, you can run checkfs on that as well. So, yeah, as long as the drive is mounted in read-write mode. Now, otherwise, it can only report what it finds. It can't actually do anything about it. I wouldn't feel very comfortable running it on, Riser FS or, more recent Windows file systems. It might work or it might not. The basic use of this is to look after our Haiku native file system. That is what it's really for. Okay, so that's it, I think. Thank you for watching.